Warning, no history will be used in the making of this film, or future films that involve filming. Film.
What's up, Godzilla fans? Samson West here, and here we go with my newest Godzilla figure review. So, as you can see here, we have the Bandai Toys Dream Project set of Mechagodzilla 2003 and Godzilla 2003 from Tokyo SOS. Now, as you saw in the beginning, I am not going to be doing history anymore in my figure reviews because that takes way too much time out of the review, and some of you do not have the patience to sit through and watch that so you can get on to the actual good stuff. So I'm sorry to any of you dedicated history fans out there that want to see every little bitty thing that has to do with the figures and their backstories, but I'm not doing that. So getting on to the actual review. I got this box set years ago, I believe, and well, I don't remember the exact date, but I was a young teenager, and I got it for $75 in the box, perfect condition, everything like that. And as you can obviously see here, I took it out of the box to show them off in all their glory on my shelf with the rest of the figures. But let me go ahead and get the box and their tags out, and I will show you what that looks like. So putting Mechagodzilla over here and Godzilla over there, I will show you the box. Here it is, the box. And the box is pretty great. I like the artwork on it. It's just basic. You have the picture, the actual figures themselves on the front of the box, and just everything's really well done. This is a 50th anniversary figure set. Came out in 2004 with a lot of the other 50th anniversary stuff, the movies, and of course the 50th anniversary memorial box set. But yeah, I have this, and I will show the tags. There's one tag, trying to avoid the glare on these things. There's the other tag. And the tags actually came in these plastic sheets, which is really nice. I like that. It keeps them in really good condition. So yeah, tags, black and white, not too much to them, just basic artwork. You show both the monsters on the tags. Alright, so one more thing this came with. Here is the Mothra Larva twin set, the little Polylocket Barbie thing that it came with, and it's not something I want to give away, because if I ever sell this set, I'm going to sell it, put it all back in the box, or maybe not, but I want to keep the set complete. So yeah, there's all that stuff, removing both the tags and the awesome Polylockets. And I'll turn the box around just to show you what I appreciate about the back. What's nice that they offer, is to show why this is a different set than the original figures that were released. You have the Mechagodzilla with the blasted out eye, you have the Godzilla with his illuminating fins, more like he's about to do his atomic breath attack, and then you have the ridiculously great Polylockets, the Mothra Larva twins, yeah! So, yeah, that's that, and let's get that out of the way and get back to the actual figures themselves. Putting them back in the center. Let's get on with detail on these suckers. So I think I figured out a way to kind of do this a bit better than just zooming in. I will bring the figures almost to the camera, and let me see if I can adjust this right. There we go. So the Mechagodzilla I definitely had to have because of that. His eye being blown out is accurate because he also has his drill arm there. The figures that come out with just both eyes intact and the drill arm, that doesn't make any sense. Mechagodzilla did not use his drill arm attack in the movie until after his eye got blown out. So that's why I had to have it like this. Okay, but getting on to other things. You have just all the wiring going down this mechanized beast. It all looks great. The silvery metallic on him is just perfect. But going all the way to the very bottom of the figure, just the wiring and the mechanics and the gears and everything look just fantastic. And you have the mechanized arm. You can see the little gears and their shiftingness that makes this spin around and drill Godzilla in the groin. And you see the shoulders are different because they had to rebuild this arm. It has this jutted out big ass thing. I don't know what that necessarily is. The fins going down the back look great. I don't know if you'll necessarily call them fins, spikes, just part of the mechanized beast. Going all the way to the tail, just everything looks good. They did a great job with this figure, mainly because of that eye. Oh yeah, you have the booster packs, one there and one there. Alright, and as for the Godzilla, here is the main reason this one is great. Look at the fins on the back of this thing. They're just so great looking. They're lit up and just vibrant and and every other gay word I can think of that means they look good. So yeah, the fins look great. The texture of the skin is just awesome. The scar on the chest, it's a bit shinier than the first release of this figure, but I do not mind. And the nails are really good too. The nails on the toes, they're bright, luminescent. This is more of a illuminating Godzilla than the original release of this figure. So everything just looks good from the tip of the head to the bottom of the tail. Putting them back and adjusting this back to how it should have been. Okay, I think that's about right. So yeah, detail on these things is fantastic. Alright, as for articulation, each of these guys have a pretty good amount. The Mechagodzilla's head spins all the way around, like so. And you don't have to avoid it banging into anything like another spike on the back of the head. It spins smoothly. The arms also spin 360 degrees perfectly. And as I already showed you, this little drill spins all the way around. The other hand does not, but the other arm does spin all the way around. Would you look at that? The waist can spin, but because of these two fins, the big one and the one on his tail, they will bang into each other, so you got to turn the tail in order for his upper body to spin back and forth, which, wait, does it go all the way around? Oh, it doesn't go all the way around. Didn't think it would. It bangs into that in the front, but it will gyrate back and forth. Not sure if that was the right word, but you get the picture. And also because of that fin on the back, the tail will not spin all the way around without whoop-pish banging into it like that. But this middle section of the tail will spin with ease. The feet do not move. They are molded into place. They're a solid piece. So, yeah. As for the Godzilla, his head does spin all the way around, just like the Mechagodzilla's, but he spins at the neck instead of at the head. The arms go about 180, going just back and forth, as so. The legs are kind of stiff, so I don't like to spin them 360, but they can if you want them to. But that's just nice that they give you the option to move the legs. As for the tail, it kind of spins 360. It's hard to because it's kind of at an oval joint. It like connects, well, you get the picture. It connects by oval instead of like a solid circle to make it easier to spin. It's more like that, so it's harder to spin. Same with the tail, but it's a bit easier because it's a smaller joint, but it does spin 360 degrees. So yeah, articulation is pretty good on each of these figures. Now, last part of this, let's get on to sizing. What am I going to do? I do not have the other Mechagodzilla, but I do have the other Godzilla. I will remove Mechagodzilla for just a second so I can show you the major differences between this Godzilla and the original one. So here it is, the original Bandai Tokyo SOS Godzilla. So yeah, big difference between these two figures is the fins on the back. But besides that, they are the exact same mold, and yeah, so this is a bit shinier. The nails are a little bit duller looking on this one, but all in all, they're the exact same mold. Woohoo! Getting this guy out of the way. Moving Mechagodzilla back in. I'll move Godzilla back just a wee bit. Trying to figure out how to put this next one in, but anyway, the next figure I have to show you is the 8-inch scale Bandai Mothra from Tokyo SOS. That doesn't necessarily work. I'm trying to figure out how to put her in there good without blocking off the other two figures. But as you can see, she does fit in scale with the Godzilla and the Mechagodzilla, so she goes with the set. And yeah, she looks great. Put her on the floor right there. As for another figure that I have to show off with my Tokyo SOS set, I do have one of the 8-inch scale Mothra larva. So here it is. Mothra Larva from Tokyo SOS. Whoops, not in the frame completely. There we go. So yeah, if I had the other one, I'd put her over there, but I do not have the closed mouth one. This is the open mouth Mothra Larva. So once I get the other one, that will complete my Tokyo SOS set. Moving all these guys, I have one more figure to compare. I will remove Godzilla just for the time being. This is kind of a fantasy comparison, just a nice little blast from the past. Here we go. The Soul of Chogokin, Mechagodzilla, 1974. So you can see we've come a long way since the first Mechagodzilla. They pretty much do the exact same thing. Both their chests will open up and fire something. Their arms do pretty cool things. They can both blast stuff from their mouths. And yeah, they both have rockets that launch out of all directions off these things. But yeah, that's just a little blast from the past. Looky there, look what I got. So yeah. Alright. Okay, so this is one of my favorite sets of all time that I have, so I felt like reviewing it, and I did. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. With all that being said, this is the end of my review. Sayonara.